I'm Andrew Quinn, and this is the second episode of Meet the New MPs. Now, you might recognise the man who I'm next to today if you're a record reader, but it's Torcuil Crichton, who's new MP for the Western Isles, new Labour MP. So, Torcuil, I know some folk might know who you are, but can you tell us a bit about what you did before you were an MP?
Lots of people won't know me. I'm the old Doctor Who. This is the new Doctor Who. I used to do your job, Andrew, here in Westminster. I was the Daily Record's political editor for many years. Before that, I was a Scottish journalist with other newspapers, and originally with the West Highland Free Press in Skye. But I'm from Lewis. I'm from the Western Isles, and I'm now the new MP for Nahill and Nier, the Western Isles.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't attempt to say it in Gaelic because I thought I might have butchered it a little bit. But yeah, right, we'll start off. We'll just do some quick fire questions. Okay. So, first of all, what's better, being an MP or being the records man in Westminster?
Oh, well, long answer. Being a journalist is being like a left-handed person.
Yeah.
And going from being a journalist to being a politician is like learning to be a right-handed person. So, it's a big switch. It's through the looking glass. But it helps to know the beat. I've been in Westminster for more than 20 years. So I know where the canteen is, I know where the toilets and the lifts are, but other than that, it's a brand new experience.
And yeah, on that note, what's the weirdest thing that you've come across in Westminster? Obviously, there's a lot of traditions, a lot of conventions.
Okay, good question, because I know about, the little pink ribbon and the sword and all that, and dragging the speaker to the chair. But I think going through the division lobby for the first time, voting for the first time, it's quite a thing. That really is kind of crossing the line there, being part of the decision-making process and the process of making law for the country.
Now, you get quite a lot of credit for your suits, Torcuil. Quite a lot of people say you're quite well dressed.
Not today.
But out of your colleagues, who do you think is the best dressed?
Oh, who's the sharpest? Oh, the MPs? Difficult. There was always competition in the lobby way back when I was in the lobby.
Yeah.
Between lobby journalists on who had the best tailor. And I remember two peacocks, shall I call them, two sparring lobby hacks meeting each other outside the lifts one day and examining each other up and down. And one turned to the other and said, "I have only 3 words for you: off the peg." So quite a lot of competition in the lobby to be the best dressed. Amongst the MPs, difficult to tell. We'll have to see how things settle down, see how people's budgets settle down, whether they can. Get up to speed on it.
Joni Reid had said Alan Gemmell was quite smartly dressed. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't know. Alan Gemmell is like a younger, faster, better looking version of me, so no, I don't agree with that
at all. And then out of the MPs, I know you've only been there for a month, but who's your best pal out of the MPs?
Oh, what's really good is, I flew down to Glasgow the morning after the election to join my 35 new colleagues, because two Michael Shanks and Ian Murray were already there, and I was warmly greeted by all the Scottish press lobby, who are my friends and pals. And then I thought, who are these other guys? I didn't know many of them, but I've got to know lots of them now. The talent is, and this is just through the Labour grouping. It's through like 650 different people from different backgrounds across parties. You meet lots of talent, lots of people, lots of different experience. The most amazing thing is like everyone arrives totally exhausted, of course they do, and you're knackered, and you complain about that, and you can be complaining with that to a female colleague who says, "Yeah, I've got to pick up the kids at 4 o'clock," and you
have nothing to complain about.
Zip it, some people have a lot bigger challenges than I do.
Now, which do you prefer, a rolling sausage or a rolling Stornoway black pudding?
No competition there, is it? Stornoway black pudding.
With red or brown sauce?
I wouldn't take any sauce on a black pudding.
Oh, really? No. But would you have a buttered roll still?
Yeah.
Not completely dry.
And save the bacon, just the black pudding, yeah?
Just the black pudding. Very, very
black pudding, fried eggs, very good combo.
And this is obviously more of a contentious one, Celtic or Rangers?
Point Football Club. Point play in red. Red's a winning colour, just ask your Starmer.
And they play in Lewis and Harris
Lewis and Harris League, yeah.
And that's where you're from as well,
absolutely,
is that right?
Yeah. Other football teams that are available. My brother, who's from Point, is a councillor in Back, our deep rivals, who play in blue. And of course, whenever there's a kind of Lewis Old Firm match, I never see him till the end of the game. I said, "Where were you?" He was over with his own team.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought he might be hiding just because
he's with his own voters, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense. And now going into films, who do you prefer, Gerard Butler or Ewan McGregor?
Oh God, it's a hard choice. Can we not get Clark Gable or Cary Grant?
Yeah,
Cary
you
Grant
could,
is
you could.
Cary Grant is Mr. Suits. That's who I choose.
Yeah. It's just Gerard Butler's from Paisley, of course, where I'm
Oh,
from. So I
okay.
thought you might have gone for that. But what about music-wise? Would you choose Annie Lennox or Lulu? Who do you prefer?
Annie Lennox. Let's go for Annie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good. And what's your favourite film that you've seen? What do you think is?
Okay, good question. Well, I talked about recently. I Know Where I'm Going. Powell and
Yes.
Pressburger film. Powell and Pressburger are great movie makers. Black and white films in the war and post-war. Passport to Pimlico,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Check them
Yeah.
out. Check out I Know Where I'm Going.
Yeah, I saw Black Narcissus recently. Actually, I thought it was very good. And what about who's your favourite musician or group or whatever do you have?
Gosh, I'm bound by law to say Run Rigamity or Skipping.
Yeah, I thought it might have been Skippery.
But there's lots of groups. I've got a pal, Colin McLeod from our own village, singer-songwriter, great guy. Plays like Bruce Springsteen. Played with Bruce Springsteen.
Oh wow, okay.
And went to see Bruce Springsteen recently.
That's
so
amazing.
Lots of talent there, sort of.
And if you go to a chippy, what do you order when you're there?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips, just plain.
Yeah.
You're not ordering a sausage supper or something.
No,
like that?
no, and save the salt and vinegar.
No salt and vinegar at all.
A little tiny.
A little
amount,
bit?
yeah.
All
Let's
right.
not kill ourselves.
Yeah.
We're good at that in Scotland.
And if there was a Torcuil Crichton film, who do you think would play you in the film? Which actor would be?
Oh,
Very good.
that's a good question. What was her name? The Australian actress who played Bob Dylan. She was good.
Oh, I don't even know.
If it wasn't that, it would be like Jeff Goldblum, I guess.
Yeah, I can imagine Jeff Goldblum.
Younger, better looking, slightly less bald. Jeff Goldblum. But you know about the 5 stages of fame, don't you?
I don't.
It's like, who is Torcuil Crichton? Second stage, get me Torcuil Crichton. Third stage, get me somebody who looks like Torcuil Crichton but is a bit younger. And the fourth stage, remember Torcuil Crichton. And the fifth stage, which I'll be reaching soon, is like, who is Torcuil Crichton?
I can imagine Jeff Goldblum. I'm not sure he could pull off the Western Isles accent.
He's a talented guy. Jeff.
Yeah, maybe could. And finally, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Like, you hear me talk? I can't sing. My brother can sing very well. If I was doing karaoke, it'd have to be a Dylan number, Lay Down Your Weary Tune, which is probably what people would say once I started singing.